Hello and welcome back to the Writer's Room. I'm really excited to be here together today. We're doing a lot of work on vision this month. We moved into picking out a model book last week, which is picking out a model for whatever kind of writing project you're doing, diving in and letting it be your guide, letting it elevate your game. Today, we are going to do a little clearing. We did our Unlimited Success event a little while ago. We're getting ready for the best-selling book boot camp. So if you don't have your seat reserved for that, it's free. Sign up here. And now I'm going to try to channel one of my incredible experts that I work with, Nancy Linneruth. Many of you know Nancy from our community. And Nancy is an EFT, which is tapping expert. And I'm telling you all, if you want to really deep dive into tapping and want to clear anything big that's blocking you, Nancy is your woman for tapping. She is your person to speak with. And I'm just going to guide you through a really simple one. If you've never done emotional freedom technique before, it's completely safe. I will guide you through it. But what I want to do is clear out any one of the big gremlins that comes up for so many of the amazing people I get to work with is this idea of, is my project really needed? Is it valuable? Will anyone want it? Like I was just looking at this list of fears that people, my writing isn't important enough. My idea isn't important enough. I'm not a celebrity, this kind of thing. So I'm just going to guide us through a very quick tapping that's going to help clear this on a deep level. All right, so just tap along with me. There's no way to do it wrong. You're going to just do a little karate chop motion here. And Nancy, you can jump in and correct my technique at any time if you want to. So I'm just gonna give you a taste of this so you can deep dive and use, I think tapping was a reason why our business doubled last year and why I finished 2 books in 1 calendar year. It was a lot to do with this technique. So thank you, Nancy. All right. Even though I'm worried my idea isn't important enough, that I'm not important enough, that no one will want it, I deeply and completely accept myself. So even though I'm worried that what I'm writing about and speaking about and sharing about is not important enough, that no one will need it and value it, I deeply and completely accept myself. And even though I worry that what I'm doing is not needed or important enough, I know that that's not ultimately the truth. And I'm willing to let that false idea, that limiting idea, catch up with the truth now. Nope. My stuff is just not important. I'm not a celebrity. I don't have a million Instagram followers. I didn't, my parents weren't famous. Like no one needs to hear this. And in fact, there's so many books and talks and TED Talks out in the world and on my topic. There's really no point in me bringing any of this work forward. It's just, there's no point. There's too much stuff. It's too cluttered. There's too much going on. And I'm like a teeny voice that no one's even heard of. I mean, who would read a book that I wrote? Who would want to hear my TEDx talk? What TEDx person would even book me? It's pretty hopeless. I may as well give up before I start. There's just too much else going on. And it's not important and valuable enough. I don't think it's needed and it's going to be successful. Wait a minute. I know that's all I understand, all of that, comes from what I see around, but I also know that I have a calling. And I've even heard Sarah share about the book that saved her life, and no one's ever heard of that book or that person. It's not some big famous thing. It's a woman that shared a story and it saved Sarah's life. And that is one of thousands and thousands of people that Sarah's even told me about who have books that have changed and saved their life. So the chances that everything's been said that needs to be said and that what I have to say is important, or just, it doesn't really add up because everything is so unique. And there are so many times when someone's recommended something to me, a talk, a book or whatever, and it didn't land. And then I found someone else's version and they were saying almost the same exact thing and it completely landed. So, wow, I got to tell you, even though not all of me believes this yet, there is a part of me that knows that if I have the calling, there's someone who needs to hear it. I wouldn't have the desire to write this book and share this story and share this mission if there weren't people out there begging for their solution. And even though there's so many good books and talks and podcasts and things, there's not one like mine. No one's lived my experience. No one knows exactly how I do it. And I know that this helps people. It's worked on me. It's helped people. I have a story to share. And the universe wouldn't have given me the calling to share it if it wasn't needed by many, many people in the world. And I know that if I even help one person have a shift, it will be so impactful. And I know it's going to be more than one person because that's just how the world works. And there's billions of people on the planet, and they're calling this forth. The desire I feel came from their call. And I owe it to them to show up the way that thought leaders have showed up for me and written their books when they were scared and didn't believe in themselves, and went out and given those talks and showed up on those podcasts. So I'm going to be a stand for this. I'm going to yes myself. I'm going to say yes to the big magic. I'm going to trust that I have this calling for a reason. I'm going to take action today, and I'm going to make the impact I came here to make. And I'm going to be the leader I came here to be. And I'm going to change the world this year. Just give it a deep breath. Just do a scan. Notice how you feel. If you didn't resonate with that, you can look at this again and change the words. You can call Nancy and do a customized session just for your vision. I'm so proud of you. Tap as much as you need. There's lots of free tapping on YouTube for prosperity and confidence and all kinds of things. You can use this one if it resonated with you. You deserve to have the path cleared so that this gets to be in flow and easy. And I cannot wait to see you in the boot camp. I will see you there. Bye.